everybody. Welcome to Sweden, where the autumn finally have taken us in its grip. Yesterday we had a whole lot of rain coming down. It isn't raining today, but it's very grey, and the trees have starting to turn yellow. So I'm not sure that there will be that much more balcony videos this year, but who knows. A month ago, though, from my balcony, I did a chart of the best songs from 1980. It is a Facebook group that I'm a part of, where I made this in. And I decided also then, like I did with 1984, a year back, to show it here. However, I decided to split them up in two parts. So I edited part 1, which you saw a month ago, but part 2 I was accidentally erased. That is why I have taken so much time in doing part 2. But of course we're going to do a part 2. The remaining 14 songs that are the best songs that I know from 1980. And soon enough, maybe at the end of the year, you will have a top 50 over 1985 also, because we're in the middle of showing those charts right now. So, but not right now, it is the first year of the 80s, 1980. The first places that you saw, I will leave a link to that video below, so you can have a little reminder if you want to know which were the songs on the places right under. I'm starting here right now with place number 14, and number 14 is an artist that I felt like, of course, I'm going to have that one along. From an album called Hotter Than July, we're taking Stevie Wonder, Master Blaster Jammin'. Not much of a surprise there, pretty ordinary song, but really amazing song. Not much of a reggae song, but a reggae fan, but this is such an amazing well done song. So really worth a place on this chart. Number 14, Stevie Wonder, Master Blaster Jammin'. Number 13, a band that I showed in the previous video. They had a song also low down in the chart, Electricity. But at number 13 we have OMD and Ola Gay. An iconic song with an iconic synth riff in the beginning. I don't feel that it's that much overplayed as it should, actually. I can listen to it a whole lot more times because it is so fantastic, well made, and I love this synth riff that goes through the song. So OMD and Ola Gay, number 13. We have at number 12 more synth pop, more iconic synth pop, maybe one of the most iconic synth songs from a real iconic album, and I'm talking about Ultravox and the Vienna album and the song Vienna. There are a lot of great songs on that album, and I could have had many songs from there, but I felt like the natural thing, even though it is pretty ordinary, the natural thing was to have the song Vienna actually on this chart, because it is so amazing well done, very unpredictable. You never know, all of a sudden it is an upbeat tempo and an amazing arrangement, and then it slows down and goes back to the little mysterious slow part. Amazing well done song. So Ultravox Vienna was, to me, the natural song to have here. Number 11, and now we're going into a part where it is some soul, and this song was actually, I thought of having maybe a bit higher up. I was experimenting of having it even among the top 5, but eventually it landed on number 11. It's hard competition in the top 10. But we're coming back to Stevie Wonder because he has definitely a finger in this song. He's producer, he's arranger and composer. Let's get serious. Jermaine Jackson. Jermaine Jackson's solo career was a little so-so, a little underrated because he did some really great songs, but there were actually more or less two that were the absolute best. It was this one, and it was Tell Me I'm Not Dreaming, the duet with Michael Jackson in 1984. But this one is extremely great and funky. Has Stevie Wonder written all over in the arrangement and production, and it sounds so amazing great. So I could have it, as I said, a bit higher up, but it's a great deal of competition in the top, so it landed on number 11. Number 10. We're going into top 10. And number 10, I don't have it as a vinyl single, so you have to bear with the full-length album, but I don't think you will complain. Number 10, Shalamar. From this amazing album, 3 for Love, we picked the song Make That Move. A real great song, a real great funky song, maybe one of the best songs that Shalamar did actually, from one of the best albums they actually did. Make that move right now, baby. I really like Jodie Watley singing here, and amazing song, amazing album actually. So number 10, Make That Move, with Shalamar. We're making a move to number 9, going back to the synth pop again, and a song that I actually discovered pretty late. I said before when I showed his records that it took me a long while until I discovered John Fox and his synth music. When I found the album Garden, that I still think is one of the best in the genre. But before that, there was another album by John Fox that produced a song that was, to me, one of the most iconic synth pop songs actually. Real mysterious, little spooky, little creepy, but still so amazing well done. And I'm talking about Underpass. And real dark and mysterious song, but so amazingly well made. So number 9, John Fox with Underpass. Number 8, a song from an album that I reviewed on my blog. If you know Swedish, you can go into the web address that is shown in the rolling text in the end, and amazing well made album by the Corgis. Dumb Waitress is the name of the album. Really amazing song, one of the most classic ballads. Such an amazing atmosphere, and I think you know what I'm talking about. Everybody's gotta learn sometime. Made their only real hit, but I think they're really underrated. I think that this album proved that the Corgis were so much more actually than just this song. But this song, on the other hand, is definitely one of the best songs of the 80s because it has such a fantastic mood, relaxing, extremely well produced. I really love this song. If I could wanted to have it even higher, but it's not bad to have it at place number 8 actually. It means that it's among the best. we're going into some more soul at number 7. Yet another song I don't have the single to. So hooray for everyone who wants to see full-length albums. From Now We May Begin with Randy Crawford, One Day I'll Fly Away, which is exactly that you feel that, that you do when you listen to it, because it's so floating, it's so amazing, well done, and her fantastic voice in this song. Amazing production by the Crusaders guys, and such an amazing feeling in this song. Definitely one of my favorite songs by Randy Crawford. However, there are many favorites. So number 7, One Day I'll Fly Away, Randy Crawford. And we have number 6, also a song that I don't have the single to. If I had, I wouldn't be able to show this, because then I would most likely call this album. The album itself I don't think is actually that interesting, but I keep it for that song because this song is maybe the only song that I really like with this guy. But what a song it is. Leo Sayer, and from the Living in a Fantasy album, we have More Than I Can Say. It may be a little bit corny song, some say, but I remember it from when I was a kid, and when I started to discover how to make recordings from the radio, I put a tape recorder in front of the loudspeakers of the radio. I didn't know then that you could play straight and record straight from the radio. So I did the worst sounding, but this was one of the songs that I actually recorded, and a lot later I found that tape and realized that this actually is a very cozy song, very cozy, very relaxing song, and I like the production by Alan Tarney. And Alan Tarney, yes, it is the man who produced, among others, Aha and Cliff Richard in the 80s, but he also produced this album. Unfortunately, the album itself, as I said, isn't that interesting, but the song is. So I keep this album until I find a single version of Leo Sayer's More Than I Can Say, but it's definitely worth its 6th place. Number 5, I can't show because I don't have it. I don't have the single. I said it in the last video that I don't have the double fantasy album, but I don't have the single either. For John Lennon's Woman. As I said, I'm not that big John Lennon fan, but his definitely best songs ever came in 1980. Maybe I should get double fantasy, but there's one problem with that album. Yoko Ono, her singing in that album, on that album, is horrible. So I'm not sure that will make the album that great, but we'll see what happens. But Woman is a really, really amazing ballad. So warm, tender, and really amazing produced. Fantastic song. Definitely, in my opinion, maybe the best song that John Lennon ever did. We have, coming into now to the 4 biggest. Wow. We have at number 4, an artist also that I showed in the previous part, where I showed Fashion by David Bowie. But of course, it's another David Bowie song that also were big this year. Ashes to Ashes, Dust to Dust. This is amazing David Bowie song. David Bowie goes synth pop and such fantastic production. Once again, a little mysterious, but unpredictable, but also very, very fantastic production, and the melody definitely also one of my favorite David Bowie songs that I discovered pretty late actually. I discovered it not until around 2000 when don't laugh now please, when Samantha Mumba used Ashes to Ashes to her song Body to Body. That I actually I'm not saying that that song is that good, but I was fascinated about the sample of David Bowie's Ashes to Ashes. That this actually was great, and I bought the original and found out that this is actually really really good. So number 4, David Bowie, Ashes to Ashes. Now, medals positions, and bronze goes to maybe one of the funkiest songs I ever know. So fantastic mood in this song. George Benson and Give Me the Night. Uh-huh. You can skip my singing part if you want to. But amazing guitar playing as usual by George Benson, but most of all a fantastic funky production and real dreamy song, dreamy funky song, night music, but so fantastic. I always dream myself away when I hear in this song because it's so amazing well done. So number 3, George Benson, Give Me the Night. Now, 2 songs left, and at number 2, I think the only song where I have somewhat of a memory from this year with this song, and it's a very vague memory, but still yet a memory. 1980, I was going into my 6th year, and I remember in the apartment that we had, me and my family, I was laying in my room on the floor. I was drawing, coloring book, or if I just draw something on a paper, and in the kitchen the radio was on, and the sun was shining in a little bit in the room, and in the radio in the kitchen they were playing Barbra Streisand, A Woman in Love, and for some reason that image had been stuck with me, with the song through all my life, because I don't know, in some way the song is so cozy and relaxing that I remember it so well. And definitely one of maybe the best song that Barbra Streisand ever did. Such an amazing, well produced by Bee Gees, maybe one of the best songs that they have ever produced. I might say that about the entire album, Guilty. That is some of the best works that Bee Gees ever did, and some of the best albums that Barbra Streisand ever did. Even if she's a fantastic singer of musicals, but "Woman in Love," amazing song, relaxing, fine lyrics, and I love her singing in this song. Real passionate song, and I really love this song forever. So definitely number 2. So 1 song left. Who is that? Who is number 1? Well, drum roll please. Number 1 goes to Visage, Fade to Grey. Not a surprise maybe to some that might remember that I a couple of years ago did a top 10 over the 80s songs overall, and I placed this one at number 10 then of the best songs ever. So of course it is number 1 here in the 1980 chart. Fade to Grey. This might be one of the most mysterious but at the same time exciting songs ever. I like it's very cold mood, and I like that kind of production because it feels so creepy, it feels a little exciting, and I like the French vocal in the song. It's really It's like a spice to this song, and amazing song by Stephen Strange and Visage, from an amazing debut album that had several other songs lower down in the chart. But Fade to Grey, definitely the best song of 1980. I don't think that it was pretty clear from the beginning that it would be this one that was the top candidate. So this is the best song of 1980. So that was my 1980. I know that some have asked me about when I was going to do this part 2, and now I have. I hope that you all enjoyed. There is a minor thread that Baraka P. Dub did about bootlegs recently that I think I will do a response to. But until next time, I hope that every one of you have a real nice time in this autumn. No matter what no matter where you are, no matter what you do, take care and so long.